Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Real Estate and the Adventures of Parenthood. All right, so today I want to talk about what is the fall market looking like, what experts are saying about the fall housing market. So there's a lot of things that, okay, yes, we've noticed that the market has changed and, what's going on and should I buy, should I sell? Is this going to be 2008? There's a lot of things that people are talking about and there's so much uncertainty. So the housing market is rapidly changing from the peak frenzy. It's, what we saw like over the past 2 years and all that. And now this is like the market has cooled down. So remember my last podcast, we talked about like how the feds have basically cooled down the market completely, like, it's on fire and all of a sudden they like drop a lot of water on it, cold water, and like, okay, what is going on? So what does this mean for you? Probably you have questions about what is your best move if you're thinking about buying or selling this fall, right? So to help you make a confident decision, I'm telling you, just listen to me. Let's see what's going on and go from there. And then if you guys have any questions, just please comment below. Let's go how I can actually help you guys, just being more aware and making that confident decision of either selling or buying during the fall. So expert quotes for the fall for home buyers is, there's a recent article that Realtor.com says, this fall, a more moderate pace of home selling, more listings to choose from, and softening price growth, oh my God, not growth, growth will provide some breathing room for buyers searching for a home during what is typically the best time to buy a home. So my case, like during the winter, what is fall and winter, those are the most busiest months of the year for me. So now Michael Lane, VP and General Manager of Showing Time, this is like the showing time is basically what we talk about when we're looking to look at properties. That's how we set our appointments and all that. So buyers will continue to see less competition for homes and have more time to tour homes they like and consider their options. So that means buyers are going to take a little bit longer, be like, you know what, is this house for me or not? I mean, and honestly, like if you're looking to buy a house, just don't take that long of a time. Just tell your agent, let's see what type of negotiations we can bring to the table. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of putting an offer in, you know what? No offer is a stupid offer. And I'm totally telling you this because you never know the person's situation. Expert quotes for fall sellers. All right. So Selma Hepp, interim lead of the office of the Chief Economics CoreLogic, says record equity continues to provide fuel for housing demand, particularly if households are relocating to more affordable areas. So what does this mean? This means that a lot of people are moving, instead of moving, like living in the cities, they want to go ahead and move out of the cities. They want to move in the suburbs. They want to move in the rural areas because those are more, first of all, they're more affordable and there's more like, their payments would be less and all that. Plus, if they sell their house in the city or in a faster paced area, that means that they're going to have money to either pay off that property or have lower payments and put a huge down payment too. So there's many things that you can actually do with a huge, large down payment and so forth. So Danielle Hill, Chief Economics of Realtor.com, says for homeowners deciding whether to make a move this year, remember that list prices, while lower than a few months. Oh my gosh. Remember that listing prices, they were lower than a few months ago. So, it's just like we're lower than a few months ago. That's just what I'm trying to say is, listing prices were like, let's say for instance, 2-3 months ago, they were like, okay, I'm going to go to the highest bidder. Now it's just like, okay, let me see how I can negotiate. And it's going to be up to your agent and how they're going to take that as a seller and as a buyer's agent and a listing agent on how they're going to negotiate those terms and conditions for you. So, they're a little bit lower than few months ago, and they still remain higher than in prior years. So keep this in mind. This is not 2008, and I keep on repeating this over and over again. So you're still likely to find opportunities to cash in or record high levels of equity. So you still have a lot of equity in your house if you're thinking of selling. I mean, keep in mind the highest interest that you're paying if you're not looking to make a move right now, and if you're renting, you're paying 100% in interest rates. Think about that. How much money are you getting? How much equity are you getting? You can't even write that off on taxes. And you're not going to get tax breaks neither. So particularly, if you've owned a home for a longer period of time, and like I said about that, if you have a house that you own, of course you're going to have some equity. But there's different ways of building wealth too, passive income. And I don't want to get that into many details or so forth, but this is what we're looking for the fall. Yes. Okay. Interest rates. If we begin that route of interest rates, there's a lot of things to think about and talk about and discuss. So what are we actually doing in this situation? Are we actually looking for the right people to educate us and tell us, okay, so let's see what can we do with the interest rate. Oh wait, I'm going to pay. It's like I had a seller, a couple of days ago. They're kind of like worried, like, oh, you know what? Interest rates are high. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to move into the house. And I'm like, wait. Let me handle this. You decide whatever you want to do. Let me take care of this and then we'll go from there. And I explained to him what was going on and all that. And he's like, okay. So I'll be listing his house and all that. So this is the things that we actually have to do is educate and see like what other programs are there for my seller or my buyer. What options do I have? Yes. Do I have to negotiate? Probably. What are we getting away with a zero closing cost over asking price right now? No. Honestly, no. If you're looking to buy a new construction, yes, there are different programs, there's different builders out there offering a lower rate. So those are things to consider and think about. So this is a short video. I hope you guys have a great day. If you guys have any questions or anything, please comment below, subscribe, and share. Have a beautiful day.